What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is the Chi Season 2, Episode 5-10. This is not really a recap. This is just a little review, a talk about the end of the season. I do have lots and lots of notes, though. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Episode 5, we're basically dealing with Kevin's dad dying, the repercussions of that, Ronnie re-entering society and dealing with everything that comes with that. He went down to on the community center. He fixed the AC and figured out he's handy, so he figured out he can, walk around with that at the end of the episode. The fire hydrant with the kids, that was really nice. Brandon is getting an investor, expanding his business. The investor is Otis Perry, which is a criminal, okay? Emmett and Brandon become friends over this season, which I really like, their friendship growing. It was a good episode, kind of just introducing Otis Perry to Brandon. Now, Otis Perry, find out later, is connected to a gangster, an OG gangster. And he says that they need a fish, that Alice needs a fish, and they make Brandon the fish. So the focus of these last 5 episodes is basically to get Brandon on the hook for whatever crimes, but that kind of falls apart because Cruz comes in. He tells Brandon that he's the subject of an investigation, and Alice does come up later and introduce herself to him, and they raid the truck. They find the gun, and they find out that Brandon is not selling drugs. Brandon is actually a nice guy, so he ends up flipping. The only reason Alice flipped him is because her son got attacked after she went to go talk to Otis Perry. So her son is in juvenile. He got attacked probably by some gang members as a message to her, and so now she's gone cuckoo. We can tell she ain't slept or barely eaten, and now she's decided to flip Brandon regardless of what Cruz says. So like I said, they found the gun that had all them bodies on it, and so now Brandon is forced to either go to jail or flip on Otis Perry, and he decides to flip. Now, we know that the behavior of Jason Mitchell over this past 2 seasons of the show has gotten him fired from the show and dropped by his agent and dropped by his manager. So we know that he will not be back for season 3. So I'm guessing they're gonna make up, or they put him in witness protection type of situation, and he's gone or he moved away or something of that nature after everybody done went to jail. So they can't be bringing Otis Perry to season 3 because it seems like, to me, Brandon gonna have to die for that to happen. You know what I mean? For them to still be pursuing Otis Perry in season 3, Brandon would have to die, I think. But you never know. So it's kind of sad because I really enjoy seeing Kevin's and Brandon's relationship grow over these past 2 seasons. He's become like a little brother to him, just like Coogie was, and I think that Brandon appreciated having Kevin just as much as Kevin appreciated having Brandon, and he has been there to help Kevin grow as a young man and offer him advice, good manly advice, about being yourself and going against the grain and not caring about what people say as far as him and Maisha and that whole little situation goes. So it's going to be interesting to see how the show rebounds without having such a strong lead character on this show, because regardless of what he was doing behind the scenes, he was a great actor, and you couldn't really tell that him and Jerrica didn't like each other, like in real life, because they really looked good together in the scenes, and their scenes together were really great. Maybe it's because they didn't like each other in person that their scenes was good together. So that was unfortunate. So speaking of the kids, we have seen the kids go through a journey. We have seen Kevin being embarrassed about Maisha to be kissing her at a party, buying her a gift, being confronted with the fact that she's a big girl, and his friends gonna make fun of him be finding out that he's super duper smarty-arty and he can go to this expensive school on the north side, him decide he want to sell drugs and be common. Him going through this whole growing up period where he's realizing that just because you grow up, you might be smarter than your friends, or you might move out of the neighborhood, or you might, go to college or whatever, move on. That don't mean you have to diminish yourself to be friends with your friends or to be cool or whatever. Like, you selling yourself out if you diminishing yourself. Like, I just want y'all to know that in real life, you shouldn't diminish yourself to be hanging around certain people, So he learns his lesson. He gets his hair cut, and the season finale, and I think he's deciding to go on to the North Side School, modeling himself after entrepreneurial type niggas, okay, out here making businesses and doing shit. Jay get on my goddamn nerves. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He need his ass beat, but I feel sympathetic for his character. I think that, the whole Reggie and Jake situation, was I surprised with the Reggie situation at the end of episode 10? I absolutely was not surprised that he got killed, because when that man ain't say nothing, when that man was like, listen, you gonna give us Reggie, and that's it, you know how this go. And when he told Reggie that he was safe and it wasn't nothing else that he could do different, I was like, nah, fam, he gonna die. I knew he was gonna die. And when he was trying to set up the little boy and set up Jake like, oh, I'm gonna give him a job and oh, you know, he gonna come do this and we need to keep him out of the streets and X, Y, and Z. He setting him up because he gonna let Reggie get killed. So I already knew that that was gonna happen to Reggie. I wasn't surprised. I was sad to see his character go because I did like the way Reggie protected his brother and try to look out for him. And I wonder if they just got the same daddy and got different mamas, because he said that's Jake mama. Peaches is Jake mama. Peaches not his mama too? Or, you know, he just don't talk about her like she not his mama. I don't know. But I feel bad for Jake in that he's a child and we don't know where he gonna end up. I'm pretty sure they going down to the gang storyline with him, okay? So he gonna end up in the gang one way or another. Either it's gonna be through foster care or it's gonna be through Otis Perry. But one way or another, he gonna end up being a part of the gang. And I feel sad for the poor baby. I really do. Because he's just a child. He making mistakes and he being dumb, but he's just influenced with the environment that's around him. So I can't really blame him. I mean, it's like the adults around him ain't shit. And Papa goes through a little journey himself, you know. They fight for the rights for the schools. After they went on the field trip with the rich school, he was like, why we ain't got this? They pulling up on the Beyonce bus. I mean, the fuck, okay? So they crashed the staff meeting and, you know, trying to get more resources for the students. And so they succeeded. So, you know, Papa has turned into a little Martin Luther King, a little Malcolm X, his damn self, little Obama. Oh, and I didn't know they have a street called Old Block, or a section of town called Old Block. I guess that's where Michelle Obama or Barack or whatever used to live. I thought that was real cute. Or grew up or whatever. I thought that's real cute. Emmett has also gone through a journey this season. He went from not being shit like he normally was to getting the baby mamas together, to working out something, to actually getting his things together, because we see that Sonny is back working. Sonny, he's healthy, he feeling good, and he about to open up another place. So he offered Emmett this managerial job. Emmett takes the job, and now he's able to pay child support to all his baby mothers. But just like I predicted, who told y'all that he was gonna get that girl pregnant again? I told you he got that girl pregnant again, because when they jumped up on that couch and started scoring each other, I said, I ain't see no condom. Now, don't get me wrong. I know they don't really show condoms on shows like that, but they always emphasize how many kids he have and how he don't like condoms. So if I would think that you will put on a condom and they would emphasize that, and they did not. So I was like, she gonna turn up pregnant. And they didn't show us that for no reason. She gonna come up pregnant. And just like I thought, she gonna come up pregnant. But I think that personally, she gonna have an abortion before next season. I don't think that she gonna have the baby. And if she do, they might end up together. I don't know how that's gonna work out with him and Keisha, but either way, Keisha gonna be all right regardless. Cause he ain't never said, you know, I want to be with you, Keisha. You know, he just said, I want to treat you like a lady, and I ain't never took you on no date. And even though he do be texting her, he missed her, and he thinking about her and all that type of stuff. I don't know, but you know, we gonna see with the whole Emmett situation. But I'm glad Emmett got an apartment. He is trying. The brother is doing what he can do. He got a little raggedy apartment. I'm like, if you don't go down to the Walmart, to the Lowe's, and get you some paint and paint that little place up, make it look better than that. It's really all he needed was some paint and, you know, maybe some plywood to cover up all them exposed ass air conditioned vents he had up in there. Maybe some of that. But other than that, it was okay for $300 a month. So I'm glad he getting together, because child, that little boy is child. But he been getting better. He trying. The brother is trying, and that's all we can ask for. Okay, what killed me was when he got the managerial job, he tried to act like he was too good. Nigga, if you don't take this job, boy, you ain't even got a high school diploma. Boy. And Ronnie has also taken a journey. He has tried to do good, do better. Like I said, episode 5, he was doing well. Episode 6, he was doing well. He found out some things was jacked up. You know, he found out his father lived across the street from him. He knew that, but, you know, he found some pictures and things in the house across the street. And he kind of, you know, loses it for a minute, you know, behind the dad. But Jada is there to help him work out the issues, and they become closer. And they kiss, and he asks her out on a date, and they all excited about the date. Everything looks really good. And on the next episode, he gets with the granddaughter, and with the granddaughter, he's really helping take care of the granddaughter. But the little girl, the mama, she looked a little overwhelmed, you know, like he doing a whole lot. He kind of smothered or whatever. So he takes the baby to go meet his grandmother, and the girl comes over there. She's really upset, and she's telling him don't come around no more, and she's done with him. He already got a grandpa, and she's really upset. So this sends him into a tailspin, and in typical behavior, like the whole episode, I was just rooting for him. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. And he went to the store. He drank a little bit of whiskey. Child, and that shit came over his spirit like, whoo. It had washed over him. That demon said, whoo, yes, get some more. He ran back in there and got a whole bottle. Got pissy drunk. Still drove to Jada's house for the day. Went up there and act the whole fool talking about we could just skip right to it. You just give me some of that pussy. I said, no, he did say you was good. Just give me some of that pussy. No, he didn't. No, he didn't, y'all. Ada kicked him out the apartment promptly, which she should have. And, you know, after that, their relationship, it was over with, you know. So the next episode or the last episode he came in there, it was his granddaughter was having a christening for the baby or baptism or something like that. And so the baby mama wasn't against him coming. Tracy talks him into coming because Tracy is the one who picks him up from jail after Detective Cruz finds him on the side of the road looking crazy and bring him to jail and tell him he's going to be on his ass. And now he's starting to build a case for him, a paper trail, so he can put him in jail for Coogie's murder. So Detective Cruz is like, bitch, you done got off one time. Now this time I'm going to do this shit correct by the book and your ass going to be in jail. So Tracy picks him up and she tells him about the baptism, and it's a road trip. And he go back and forth with Miss Ethel about it, but he gets out there, he goes on down there, and while he's down there, he goes to see his father. First of all, you ain't supposed to be driving, but you know, whatever. We gonna let you rock, nigga, okay? So he go to see his daddy, and his daddy on the ventilator machine. You know, he old nigga, he ain't got too many words, but you know, he says that he needs to forgive his father. So because earlier in the episode, Brandon sees him outside painting the building, you know, doing some work. And Brandon goes up to him. We're scared. We think that Brandon might knock him upside the head or fuck him up, but he doesn't. He tells him, I forgive you. Because earlier than that, Detective Cruz did tell Brandon that Jason was his son, and he is the one that told him that Coogie was standing over the body. So now Brandon knows that Ronnie thought that Coogie had killed his son. And so he goes to tell him that I get it, I understand why you did it, because, you know, I understand how I felt when I found out you killed my brother. It's the same way you felt when you thought that my brother killed your son. So I get it. I understand. And he didn't say, I forgive you. He just says, I understand. I get it. But that look on his face was like, I forgive you. And Ronnie really needed that. So when Ronnie made it to his father, he tells him this whole speech about how he needs to give him the same thing that Brandon gave him, which is forgiveness. And so the father asks to help him fix on the car. And at the end of the episode, they fix it on the car and they just laughing and talking and laughing. And the whole time I'm thinking, well, who gonna pick up Tracy? She at the house. Who gonna pick up Tracy? You gonna stay in Arkansas, or is he gonna go back to Chicago? Like, how is this whole situation gonna work? So Ronnie is still on his redemption arc. I kind of don't like that they played with Jada like that, though, because I just want Jada to find some love. Now, speaking of Jada has gone through as well. She spent time getting to know Ronnie, and she really liked him, and she was trying to give him a chance. Girl, have I been there? I have been there, sis. She give him a chance, and of course, he messes it up. So now she done with him. So she ends up talking to her baby father. Child, he come over there, and as soon as he got his ass in the door, I was like, child, he finna try to get some. So they sitting down there drinking the wine. You know, she feeling good. She feeling a little loopy, you know. She feeling good about herself or whatever. And so they just talking and laughing and smiling. And, you know, then they go to start kissing. And I said, child, don't do this. And Emmett walks in, and he's just shocked and appalled. And I was like, I ain't even gonna say don't do it, because in one mind I was like, girl, go ahead and get you some, bitch, you deserve. I mean, you know, he got 75,000 kids and he married, so it's absolutely wrong what you're doing. But hey, you know, go on get it. Don't tell nobody. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Emmett walked in and he messed it up. She ain't even getting nothing. I'm like, damn, Jada can't get no dick. I just want her to get some. Emmett is just like, oh my God, he's disgusted. He can't believe this happening. So her and him just talking at the end of the episode, and she like, look, I'm not perfect. You know, I'm not gonna judge you. I need you to judge me. I didn't know you was having no extra damn baby. Cause they find out, you know, he accidentally tells her that Emmett got this girl pregnant again. He, of course, want to blow it off, but he tells her that he know what to do. He gonna handle it. So he does end up calling Tiffany at the end of the episode. I did forget to say that at the end of the season finale. And trying to say that he will be there for her and they'll figure it out together. And you see him playing with his baby at the end of the episode. But Jada, she still ain't got no love, y'all. I want Jada to get something. She the only one who don't have no happy ending, okay? So yeah, that whole situation. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's everything. Oh, Jerika has found her new passion. Okay, we see that she had a community meeting on one episode. She helped the woman with the alderman get a place to live, and then she had a community meeting. So she's a lawyer, but she has not taken the bar, so she starts looking into taking the bar. And so now she's volunteering for some type of congressman, that's somebody that's running for Congress. And her and Brandon end up breaking up because after he goes to jail, she like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you knew Otis Perry was into some shit, you know, and you didn't tell me. And you knew that something was going on, you know, like you hiding shit from me. Like, how did you pay for the ring? X, Y, and Z. So she riding him and he go off on her about bougie shit and she don't know his life. And they're just so different from each other that I just don't think it's going to work. I mean, plus we already know that he's not going to be on the show and neither is she. So, you know, they just trying to find a way to break them up. But this is an issue that was reoccurring in their relationship over and over. The fact, you know, especially the couple weeks ago with the whole he's a thug and all of that shit, that big old blow up he had in front of her friends. So, you know, this is two different classes of people. He just trying to make it, and yes, he makes mistakes, and she like, I don't want to be with nobody I got to pick up from jail. So they both had a point. To me, they both had a point, and you know, it just wasn't gonna work out. So they ended up breaking up, and that was that. Yeah, kind of a sad, like I said, sad way to end this man's tenure on this show. But the nigga just sound like he hard-headed. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. As far as that, I think that's it. Let me see what else, if I missed anything. As far as Cruz in the case, they have discovered that Family C Realty is really the 63rd Street mob. Okay, it's owned by this man named somebody Gaines, Lionel, somebody Gaines. They went to go talk to him and he said he's not involved in the gang life anymore, but they found out his roommate was the guy that Otis Perry went to go see, Top Dude. So this was a high-ranking gang member. And so the gang is basically driving down the property value of everything, and then they're buying the houses cheap, and then they're going to put this trauma center on top of it, or the hospital, and rise the value back up and make a whole lot of money. They figured all these things out. They figured out that Brandon is connected to him only through an investor. Okay, so like I said, they raided Brandon's truck. They found a gun. They didn't find any drugs or anything, so they know he's not connected in that way, and now he has flipped and he's working with them. So the interesting thing is to see will be whether they're going to take them down and we're going to come back in the same spot, or we're going to come back. I'm assuming it's going to be a time jump, because they're going to have to make some type of explanation for Brandon to be gone, because season 2 has been stopped filming. So they're going to have to make an explanation. So it's got to be some type of time jump where Kevin is already in a new school and Jake is already doing this and Brandon did X, Y, and Z happen on this case. So it's going to be interesting to see whether they're going to bring this over to the season 3 or not. I want to hear what your thoughts were about the Chi season 2, the whole season. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What do you think about Jason Mitchell's behavior and the consequences of behavior, and how the show is going to adjust to not having these major lead characters who were a major part of the heart of this show? One thing I did not like about Brandon's character is that he seemed to be so dumb. Number one, he grew up in Chicago in the hood with every damn body else. Okay, you spent all this time hollering at Jerika about how you had to pull your mama out these cars, but every time some street transaction shit go on, you act like you have no idea how nothing works in the hood, okay? Number one. And number two, your New Orleans accent is so strong, baby. I don't understand how anybody could believe that you was from Chicago, man. Okay, because your New Orleans accent is so heavy, it's not even funny. So, like, it's not... I don't even understand how you got the part in the first place, because you don't sound like nobody I ever met from Chicago. But other than those two things, I really thought his character was strong, like I said, especially his relationship with Kevin. So I am going to miss those moments. And I just want to take this moment to say that young man who plays Kevin is a phenomenal actor. This little boy is so cute. First of all, he's so handsome with his little chocolate self. But he's just a really good actor. Like, he still give you innocence and little boyness, but he's giving you, like, when he cursed, I believed it. When he jumped up and said, I ain't going to that fucking school. Okay, like, I believed it. When he got his ass beat and he was, you know, hunched over like you had got your ass beat, I believed that too. Okay, I believe that too. This little boy is good. Like, he is going to go far and he's going to do well. I don't know what his name is, but I need to learn it, okay? Because he's going to be somebody to talk about in a few years. This little mad boy is an amazing freaking actor with his cute little chocolate self, okay? So I want to hear what y'all thought about this season. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to follow me on social media, you can at Watch Dawn of A on Instagram. Listen, I don't have that many followers. I got like 85 followers. I need some more followers. Come on over and follow me on the page, baby. All right, so holler at me on that page. If you need to email me, my email and everything will be in the description box. I will holler at y'all next season. Peace.